Hello everyone, my name is Amasimas and we have an amazing video to make today. This code, just look at this masterpiece. This code, ladies and gentlemen, is the topic of this video. This amazing piece of C code um, is a simple hello world, as you might have already noticed by looking at this part of the code that say hello world, but I'm not using printf, I'm using my printf. What does that mean? If you look, please bring your attention to the top of this code. There is no include statement. So we do not use any external library. We do not import we do not include any library in this code. And does it work? You can compile it like so using GCC. There you go. And now you have like this output code, the a.out, which is the default. And when you run it, you get an hello world. It works. It just works. That's amazing. So starting from now on, like if you are about to this word is very system specific. I just want to specify that. Like, don't expect this shit to work on Windows, but why would you? I'm using Ubuntu, so first of all, make sure of that. Um, and yeah, honestly, I have nothing else to add. This is just cool. This is very cool. Um, so I just don't like that I put the int main right here. I'm just going to put it um, under here. Also, you get like my putchar. I like to have like the declaration of the function on top of it. So I hope that this changing the order hasn't broken anything. It shouldn't have, so I'm just gonna compile it again to make sure. Okay, everything seems fine. Run it again. Everything works fine. So yeah, we declare. I could also have it so that all the functions are declared on top. So, and we could have a comment saying declaration, which I do like comments. Some people don't. I think that some amount of comments are good. And then you can have like my function, uh, my function. It's more. It's not really that. It's implementation actually. Implementation, and I'm not sure in what category I should put the int main, because it should be separate from like my own custom function. So this could be called like built-in, but yeah, I might want to change that word, like that comment to better fit what I'm doing. And also I could use like, yeah, this syntax is probably better like this. Now that I look at it, it's a little bit confusing with the space right after the comment. So I think it makes more sense like this. Um, and yeah, that's a nice code. Um, I won't lie, that's a nice code that you can reuse. So you just have to copy this part of the code. Those 21 lines, you have to copy them into your C programs, and you can use myprint instead of print. And you might not like myprint as a naming convention. And you can change it to whatever you want, man. Just take a word that you think makes sense. Let's do that. Let's cp, because I want to keep the original, h.c, and to let's call it out p dot c. I like out p. I think that's out p dot c, and we might want to make it a header, which is, you know, it defeats the purpose, because the goal at the end of the day is not to use any header. It's just you're gonna paste that directly into your file. You're not gonna include any external file. You want to make everything in the same file. I'm a big fan of that. I don't like multi-file programming, but I get it. For bigger project, you don't have the choice. You kind of need to split your, but at the end of the day, you don't really, you don't. yeah, you can have everything in the same file and just split your file with comments. It's, yeah, it also works. So you don't need multiple files. I don't think so, at least. So yeah, that's my temporary opinion, and yeah, you will just have to use the main that you want. This on top is our function, and we need to rename it to something a little bit better. So I'm just gonna do replace my printf with out p and all. And for putchars, what would be a better way to do that? Um, that's a good question. For this part of assembly code, it, like it's based, yeah, it's a good name. Putchars, my putchars, it makes sense. And also my printf also made more sense. Could have been like my cout, everything, but I like to keep the variable shorter. So out p is as short as print, so you have the same amount of character, I think. Um, One way to verify that is to just type it. Yeah. No, it has less character than print, so that's even better. And now we can compile that, gcc outp.c, and we can run it, and we have our hello world. That's very cool. That's very cool. Like, you might want to use this actually. Seriously, that's yeah, that's a cool thing. That's a cool block of code. And if I were like to try to make it a little bit prettier, um, which you don't have to do, you probably shouldn't do. Um, but yeah, by putting it all, uh, yeah, I cannot put it in a box because of course that would make everything within this a comment, which isn't the goal. But having this on top and below, I think it adds to the style. I want to have two lines like this. Um, what am I doing? That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do this. Yeah, I think that's good. So you got like, and I could add the title. Don't do this, by the way. Alt p. That's the declaration, but yeah, basically out p. Then you have like this chunk of code that contains it, and then you have like the rest of your program below. So yeah, with your built-in function. Yeah, that's good. You can change hello world for whatever you want actually, and yeah, you don't have a way to add variable inside of this. By the way, I haven't specified that, but you cannot. Like, let's try a test first to make sure it works. Okay, and now what we're gonna do is try to put a variable in it. So, for example, char a equal a. That's a good idea, right? No, better idea to do this. Yeah, so you got a single char, and I could try to, like, how would I put it there? First we can try just with a. That's I forgot some. Anyway, let's try it. So we got test. Because I haven't compiled it. Okay, and it did not work because before out p expected. Yeah, that's my bad. I just forgot. Um, char by arguments of type char. Expected char, but is of type char. Solution? I guess. That worked. Apparently, that worked. We got b. B is right there. So yeah, we used a variable. But now what happened if I try to put like more than one variable? So it's taken like a long char, which means that theoretically I can do hello. I don't know how to concatenate, add two strings together and see. Yeah, I know that's very basic stuff, but I don't know. So let's try stuff. yeah, we got our A right here, and now we can try this. This ain't gonna work, right? I forgot to compile it. We get an error. Yeah, that's to be expected. Um, can I try like to just plus? Nah, that was to be expected, man. That was to be expected. Concatenate strings in C. How do you do that? Concatenate the strings in C. Struct function. Yep. Okay. But I wanted it to be hard coded. I don't want to use any function. I want to use default stuff. So you got these array of character, and you need to use a function to put them together, which you know is not my goal. Print scanf, print after concatenation, and the concatenation, where is it? I'm looking for it. You got name, declare an integer variable. Yeah, yeah. Getting the last element of the first array. Equal G. Insert a null character at the end of the array. Output. Okay, okay. Um, that's interesting. Why are they using stdio in this example? I think it's only for the scanf actually. Now that I look at it, it doesn't seem, yeah. So getting the last element of name 1, name 2. Can you stop spamming me while I'm doing something? Okay, so we got like char name, but they have like specific length, which isn't what I was doing. But let's try that. So we got like two variable, um, f like this, and um, they added the 0 at the end like this. So I being equal to the last element of the array. Okay, I get it, I get it. Okay, I can do this, I can do this. Yeah, programming is a lot of Googling. That's a universal fact. So that takes like, that should be a function that I write. So let's make that into a function, shall we? It should work like that. Cat, why not? When I like cat, it's yeah, it's nice, it's good. It's a good name for a function. There you go. You take that, and it won't work because you need to specify that it's going to take uh, two char strings like this, and you want to change the name probably of the second one to be something more akin to name 2 and name 1, which is not, that doesn't make sense in the context of like clarity of good code, but we don't care about that. I'm just cleaning up these empty spaces. My code is like, that's what I call perfect code. You see, there is no empty spaces after this end here. That's the end of the line in the code, because yeah, text files are code, so if you put a bunch of spaces after it, there's gonna be a bunch of spaces after it. And I don't like that. I like to have like only the necessary amount of lines, which probably takes less memory. Append it is probably not noticeable, but that's how I like to do things. And we probably want to return something. So return name 1. I think that's it. Let's take a look at the example code right here. So we take name 1. Yeah, name 1 is the output that equals both names. So we return name 1, and we put, yeah, that should do it. That should do the trick. So we take hello, and we do cat, and we do a. because that's the name of the first variable, and then we give it why not just a string. I'm just gonna give it like why not just world. That would be cool if it worked. And b is going to be equal to that, and now we're going to try to compile that, and it ain't gonna work because I always forgot the semicolon at the end. I think that's called a semicolon. No, not semicolon. I'm not sure how it's called actually. B is not declared. That's a fact. That's just a fact of life. What am I doing? No, I want to go back. Thank you. And I compile again. It doesn't work because it's trying to convert something to something. A char to an int pointer from integer within class. Where is it seeing an integer? Because last time I checked, that wasn't what I was trying to do. But I'm gonna take a look at the original code in which int y was declared, but not in my code, so that might be a problem. So let's just declare that bit right here. Sorry for the vocabulary. Also, like, it's telling me stuff about G, but it's right here. We got G declared here in the loop. Then we got like name one. Yeah, that should work. Yeah, doesn't work. Okay, why? Chars from int. Where do you see an int? That's a good question. So let's just replicate this once more, doing this, doing the world, and now we can just simply say ACDC baby. It's not working. Why? Before. Okay, I just against forgot the semicolon. That's the kind of bug that bugs me. And we still get this issue at line 50, 41, 50, 41, 41 right here, where we try to, name 1 equals 0. Let's try to just, ignore that part and compile again. It's not because of the issue. Okay. What's the issue then? Yeah, I'm very much trying to do something here. Yeah. For I what getting the last element of the array. Name. And then it makes it equal to that. Because it makes it in an array. And it's okay, I'm stuck. So that's going to be the end of this video. And yeah. Yep, the that's what the weekends are for. Yeah, I'm wasting my time like this. Yeah, not getting a girlfriend. I mean, it's not like I could just go outside and get a girlfriend. That's just not how the world works, right? I'm not crazy, right? It's just, even if I went to the restaurant and all that, I wouldn't get a girlfriend. That's not how the world works. I don't think so, at least.